Welcome to Real Community March 2023. Let's talk for a moment about the local housing market, as well as some of the events that are coming up in the greater South Sound area. And always my favorite, spotlighting a local business. We're going to be talking about CrossFit 138 today. So the housing market, if you've been listening to any of my prior videos or just paying attention to the news, you know that it's been a bit of a roller coaster in the market. We've been paying a close eye at interest rates and how interest rates are responding to inflation. Well, interest rates have been on their way down over the last few months. However, we had a bummer of a February. They did tick back up in response to the inflation numbers that came out. And so what you might think is that over the last month, as those new numbers came up, that maybe buyers would have started backing out of the market again. Over the last month, what we've seen is that the number of pending listings is about double the number of the new listings that are coming on the market. And more listings are going pending than new ones are coming, so they're eating away at some of that inventory. And as that trend continues into the spring, and hopefully those interest rates continue to come down, we're gonna see a more robust housing market, and we're gonna see those home values protected for homeowners as well. So let's talk about some events that are coming up in the greater South Sound area. Dad, if you're watching this, there is a gem show coming up here pretty soon. I think the technical term for that is lapidary. My father always used to take me into rock shops when I was young, and we always enjoyed that. Check out the Main Stage Theater. They've got a couple cool musicals coming out here pretty soon, one of which is The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe in April, and that was always one of my favorite childhood stories, so I would love to take my kids to see that soon. Speaking of events, if any of you came to the premiere of Ant-Man and the Wasp, the new Marvel movie, Quantumania, this last month that we hosted, it was a blast to enjoy that with you. We also have a homebuyer workshop coming up at the end of April. The details will be coming out soon. We'll do a save the date, but if you missed our last homebuyer workshop, this is a really great opportunity to learn about the power of home ownership. So if you have never owned a home, or if you know someone who's kind of in that stage of life where they might be thinking about a home purchase in the next 6 months or a year or even 2 years, this is a really powerful workshop where they can learn about why homeownership can be so important for them and their finances and their future, and then get on the right track to take some steps now to be ready for that. Our slogan for it is prepare now so you can be ready later. Lastly, I want to talk to you about CrossFit 138. So I have a good friend, her name is Michelle Bell. She's also a former client, and she's one of the partners and owners of CrossFit 138. Now, I sat down with Michelle recently at Elements Coffee in Puyallup and just asked her about CrossFit 138, learning a little bit about what CrossFit is. A good summary, CrossFit is a way to build strength, but incorporate that with movement. So there's a lot of things that involve ways that our bodies naturally move and building strength in ways that align with that. So it's a very holistic method of strength building and agility and flexibility as well. So I asked Michelle why she was so passionate about CrossFit, because she's very passionate about it. And she told me more than one story of people who have had barriers in their lives, insecurity, anxiety, and have just had a really hard time breaking through that barrier. And through being a part of CrossFit, there's small classes. It's kind of like a small group setting with some one-on-one instruction that's there, people believing in you and championing you as you learn. People break through some physical limitation barriers they have. And this thing happens mentally and holistically, where they're just ready for breakthrough in their lives. So if you've been looking for an exercise opportunity, a strength building opportunity, or could benefit from some breakthrough in your life, I really recommend you check out the email and more information on CrossFit 138. So Michelle and CrossFit 138 are offering a giveaway again for us this month. So if you're interested in that, just text, call, or email me and say, hey, I'd like the certificate from CrossFit 138. They're offering a buy one, get one free certificate for their Fundamentals 1 course. It's an introduction to CrossFit. You learn the basic movements. Great opportunity for you to snag a friend or a family member and say, hey, come check this out with me. And one person who does reach out, get that certificate, will also give away a free week of CrossFit experience as part of that as well. Hey, happy March, everyone. Looking forward to connecting with you in April. Enjoy the change of weather that we are hopefully about to experience here pretty soon. And if you have any questions at all about buying, selling homes, investing in homes or the real estate market, I would love to connect with you. Don't be afraid to reach out. Talk to you soon.